What's good, YouTube? Daybreak748 coming back at you guys with yet again another haul video. Today I'll be showcasing all the items that I picked up recently within the past, I would say, 3 to 4 weeks. Alright, so here we go. Let's get started. So first, we're gonna start off with a gift that I received from a good friend on Instagram. His username is Charismatic84. I actually started following him on Instagram because he did a phenomenal job with his SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z lineup, and his displays were just amazing. So I would always ask him questions, etc. And then I think it was a little around like fall of last year, we had the Tamashii Nations World Tour event, and I remember he was looking for the exclusive item there, the SH Figuarts Kaioken version of Goku, and I was like, you know what, brother, I'm gonna hook you up. You just pay for the actual figure and the shipping costs, and that's it. And I didn't really think much of it. I was just like, I'm gonna help out a fellow collector, and that was that. And ever since then, we really just talked about the collection, and I would ask for some advice on where to get certain items, and he would just do what he could to help me out. Now recently he messaged me and he was like, hey, do you have these particular items in your collection? I was like, no, but I would really love it if I could get my hands on them. And he messaged me saying, no problem, dude, I'll hook you up. I was like, no, I can't accept that. That's just too much. But he was like, don't worry about it. And I was like, oh my god, that's pretty freaking epic. So the item that we're talking about here is this SMC Volume 3, and it is none other than the Super Saiyan 3 Broly head. Now this is not a legitimate product, but it freaking looks like one, and it is freaking badass. And to get this these days, it's pretty difficult. So he just gave this to me for free. I said, hey, I'll at least pay for shipping, and he's like, no, dude, I'm just gonna give this to you. So that, and then recently we're talking about it, and I saw it on his Instagram that he got something like replacement pieces for Yamcha and Tien. I was like, that looks freaking sick. And so I was like, hey, where did you get it? I would love to pick up a set. And he was like, oh, no problem, I got you, bro. And he also threw in the Tien Shinhan and Yamcha custom head sculpts and replacement hair and cloth piece. Charismatic 84, I don't know if you really use YouTube that often, but I really appreciate you, brother. I got you for the next exclusive item at New York Comic Con, so stay tuned for that. I will hit you up as soon as I get it, but really thank you so much. I'm super stoked, and yeah, looking forward to opening these and putting these in my display. Alright, so that is what I got from my good friend. Up next, let me showcase the items that I picked up from, oh my god, that was not good, from AmiAmi. Ugh. So, the newest card for AmiAmi is this one right here, and as you guys can clearly see, there is a new mascot. That's pretty cool. I like the fact that they actually added another character now, so that's pretty awesome. So, what did I pick up from AmiAmi? Got me some Vi shorts. Goodness. Ray Zero Volume 2. Oh my god. Guys, get ready because I'm going to be opening up a ton of these. Not one, not two, not three, not four, but 8. 8 of these booster boxes. I am going to hunt for some more SPs. Super stoked about this. Cannot wait to open it and see if I get lucky with a REM SP. And worst case scenario, Amelia SP. There is one SP that I really don't want to pull into the Climax card one because that's like $14 and it's crap. But anyways, that's what I got. And then to finish it off for the Ami purchase, no game, no life. Trial deck. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That card right there, that picture, that artwork, that is the SP you can pull. Can we get lucky? We shall see. Alright, and to finish off this haul, here we go. Guys, last week I actually went to Korea for 9 days and Japan for 1. Now, why was I in Korea? Well, my brother was getting married, and because of that, we went early to visit the family and just help him out wherever we could, and it's just traditional stuff. So we did that, and the wedding was on a Friday. That Thursday, he was like, Phil, you don't really need to be here today. There's not really much to do. So he was like, go do whatever you want to do. And my wife was the one who actually brought this up to me. She's like, why don't you go to Japan for 1 day? It's a 2-hour trip about, and it's dirt cheap to go. So I was like, can I really go? And she was like, yeah. So I went. I went to Osaka, and in Osaka, I went to a street mall type of thing called Denden Town. That is where you want to go if you guys are an anime fan. You can find everything from action figures to DVDs to manga to cards, you name it. This place has it. So I went, and it was freaking brutally hot that day. So I went to, I think this was at Softmap. Yep, Softmap. That's one of the stores there. And they were giving these out for free. So we have the Fate cast right here. So looking sexy. And I use this to kind of cool me off. Alright. Since this was kind of a last minute thing, I didn't really bring a carry-on. I just brought a book bag with 1 extra set of clothing and like sleepwear, and that's pretty much it. I didn't bring a carry-on. I just didn't want to because it was so hot, and to lug that thing around, I wasn't planning to do that. So I decided very quickly that I was going to just go to Japan to find some Vice Shorts Grails. Why not any other card game like Super Dragon Ball Heroes? Just because those I can get for fairly cheap, but the Holy Grails from the Vice Shorts card game, they're very difficult to come by, and they are expensive as hell. So I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some Dragon Ball cards that are pretty expensive, but not as expensive as these. So I was like, you know what, that's what I'm gonna go for. So the first place I went to in Denden Town is a place that I really can't recommend to anyone, especially if you are a American or if you speak English. Yeah, I would not recommend this place. It's called Animate now, or yeah, I think that's what it's called. It's a 7-story building. Each floor is designated for specific items. So like the first floor was, I think it was like figures. The second floor is like DVDs, etc., etc., etc. Now I can't really say anything bad about the 6 floors prior to the card store up on the 7th floor, but the 7th floor, there's the card section. When I went in, I actually got to that store when it first opened. I walk in, usually on the 1 through 6 floors, they would say, oh, hello, how are you, etc. in Japanese, obviously. But here, there were 2 workers at the time, and they didn't say anything. They were just in the behind the cash register, and they were just joking around and having a sweet old time. Me, I was like, this is heaven. So I was looking around, and I noticed that if you wanted help, you had to press this button to get their attention. I was once again the only person in the store. I pressed the button, and I hear them laughing, but no one came to help me. I pressed the button again. Once again, no one came to help me. And then I was like, okay, maybe they're just busy. So I went up to them. I'm like, in English, I'm like, excuse me, can I get some help? And the first thing that comes out of this guy with these beady little glasses and these beady little eyes was like, "Oh, are you American?" And I was like, "Yes." And then what did he do? This is what he did. No joke. That. What does that mean? I don't know. And so I was like, oh, maybe he just doesn't understand what I'm saying, because just letting you know, in Japan, not a lot of people can speak English. I mean, that's obvious. But I took out my Google Translator and I just wrote, "Can you help me, please?" I showed it to him. He laughs and he does this again. That pissed me off. I was like, F this place, never coming here again. So if you know anyone who works at the Animate store, it's one more stocky fellow. He's on the chubby side. He has glasses. And then this very thin guy with glasses and beady little eyes. Yeah, tell the manager to fire their asses, because they just lost a customer for life. And I would never recommend anyone to go there. So, with that little side story out of the way, I was kind of disappointed, because that was the first store that I went. So, yeah, I walk out and I go to another store. And don't worry, guys, there's plenty of other stores there. And if you're looking for Vi shorts or Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic or any card game, oh my god, this place is heaven. So I went to this next store and I once again took out the Google Translator. I'm like, "Hey, can you help me?" And this one guy, he was like, "Yes, of course," in Japanese. And there I was able to find this promo of Megumin, which I think looks awesome. So that's the first item that I picked up at this one store. Now, I'm going to put this off to the side. Then, I went to another store and picked up this one. And as you guys know, this is the one promo from the Nisekoi, I think it's the Extra Booster or the Volume 2, whatever it may have been, that is extremely hard to come by. Even Yu Yu doesn't have it. I tried looking at auctions, and it's just very hard to come by, but I was able to find it. So this was from a completely different store. I wish I knew the names to these places, but unfortunately I didn't look. Then I went back to the place where I got the Megumin, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to finish off my Konosuba Volume 2 SPs. Well, at least the Holy Trinity, which is Megumin, which I already have. So I had to get Aqua. And of course, I had to get Darkness. Now, will I be getting the other SPs in this set? The answer is yes, but I want to pick these up first. Alright, still same exact store, guys. I got all of these from that store. So if this guy got any commission from it, oh my god, he made out like a bandit. Now, I got a Emilia SP, and this is from the trial deck. Love the artwork for this, so I had to pick this up. And then, last but not least, here we go. You ready? A holy grail that I've been looking for a very long time now. Boom. It is Rem Swimsuit SP in perfect mint condition. Now, something to note, guys, if you do go to Den Town and you go to these stores, don't get trigger happy and don't purchase the first version of these cards that you find. Take your time, take a picture of the location, or just jot down the name of the store that you found it and write the amount. Because if you go to the different shops there, all of them are different prices. So you want to find the right store for you. Now, fortunately for me, these 5 cards, this store was selling them for the cheapest price. So I had to pick it up, and I was super thankful to that one guy. But yeah, there you guys have it. I am now one step closer to finishing my Rem SP collection. So there you go. And then to finish it off, I needed some sleeves because I wasn't planning to go to Japan and I didn't have any sleeves. So I got this from that same exact store and got this from the same exact store. It's a side sliding, what's it called? Hard top loaders. So there you have it, guys. So that was my little story. That was my haul. Charismatic84, thank you, brother, for the awesome gift that you sent. I got it safely, and I will show you pictures as soon as I can. So, if you guys are interested in any of these products, please leave it in the comment section down below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. Something to note, these Vice Shorts Raise Zero sets, they will most likely be up by tomorrow, and the No Game No Life will also be up by sometime later this week. So stay tuned for that. And with that said, this is Daybreak 748, and I am signing out. Peace out, guys.